What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Every Week We Follow. Another one!
Another one!
Is that 8 on the trot at home now, by the way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it is, James.
Unbelievable. It's Aston Villa 1, Wolves 0 at 2:05. Kickoff on Sunday, the 30th of November, from an absolute thunderbastard.
Thunderbastard.
Boubacar Kamara. I didn't change the thumbnail, guys. I forgot to change the thumbnail. I was going to put thunderbastard, but it's fine. Anyway,
that's a shame because that's a good title. I like that word. Thunderbastard.
Thunderbastard. Yeah, it's a good one. Isn't it? And that wasn't around when Hitzelsberger was doing his thing, was it?
No.
It was just a belter. Der Hammer.
Thunderbolt, maybe.
Yeah, Thunderbolt. Yeah, Thunderbastard.
I feel like Thunderbastard's more of a last couple of years kind of thing. That's what. Let us know in the comments if you've heard Thunderbastard before 2023.
Yeah. Anyway, we are live on YouTube. Please do not swear. Anyway, Gaz, how you doing?
Mate, I am emotionally drained. That game was
tiring, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was tiring. Like I mean, we won. That's the most important thing, right? Turn up, get the job done. I predicted that we'd win 3-0. I was hoping that we'd wipe the floor of them because they have been piss poor all season. I think even Wolves fans were kind of expecting the worst. So I want to start the show, mate, with giving Wolves massive credit because I thought they turned up and put in their best performance of the season so far. They were organised. They moved the ball quickly. We didn't really get to grips with them. I mean, we started well. First 5 minutes, we went on the front foot. We hit the crossbar from a free kick that was come off Kamara and hit the crossbar, I think. But then Wolves just took the game by the scruff of the neck, mate. And it looked like at times that we just couldn't get anywhere near them. They were ticky-tacking around us, and we were just chasing shadows, mate, for large portions of it. And if bar Emery having probably one of his best games in a Villa shirt, it probably should have been 1-0 at half time to them. They will feel probably aggrieved that they were.
Also, yeah, no, I agree. We were saved by VAR. Well, actually, we weren't saved by VAR because they'd already flagged it. So VAR would have had to overturn it, and I mean, we can look at it here. I've got it here.
You can offside, mate. He's directly number 10. He's directly in front of Emery, and he also prevents him from trying to save the ball.
Yeah, he prevents him from diving. Right? He literally says immediately, "He's like, I can't." So I couldn't get to it because I actually, probably would have saved it.
Yeah,
with how he was on, with the form he was on today was absolutely ridiculous.
So yeah, but that should have been a warning sign, mate. Really, but it wasn't. Like I say, Wolves then went on to have a couple of other chances, and Emery saved from Larson again, and and then there was this, which just.
It's not actually in the picture. I don't know why I screenshot here, but he tips it onto the bar.
Yeah.
Because obviously we're sat over from your angle. We're sat over here.
Yeah.
We're literally like here, basically. And so when you're looking at it, he saved it onto the bar, and I was literally like, "Is it going in?" I was like, "I have no idea." And the fact is that when you see it again, he's double saved it.
Yeah.
Because it bounces up, and then he has to slap it away. Because if he doesn't do that, it's going in. Like, it's unbelievable save. Like, honestly.
I mean, in real time, how quick it was, because it's a bullet header. Like, you slow that down. It's a phenomenal save, mate. And we know he's got that in his locker. Like, he's just, he kept us in that game today when we were really kind of on the ropes. And like I say, if one of those chances goes in before half time, I don't know if we recover because we didn't really create anything today. Not really. Like, I'm trying to think of any saves that Sam Johnson had. There was a couple maybe that were hit straight at him. Once in the first half from Tillemans from distance, and then I think Watkins had one shot that was straight at the near post, which he saved comfortably. So highlights last season we draw that game and we scraped 3 points. 100%, Gary.
This is what we keep. This is what we keep doing.
Well,
it's what we keep doing.
It's interesting
stat for you.
That is
average.
9 goals from outside the box. It's more than any team in the Premier League. How long can we keep scoring? We're having our own basically
we're having,
goal
we're
of the
having to
season
shoot from
competition.
range. We're having to shoot from range because Austin McPhee's cropped, so we can't do it from corners.
Yeah.
Or set pieces. We're having to just bang them from range. It's a great. I mean, it's a wonderful tool to have in your locker, isn't it? It's a one. Like, how many times have we said, why don't we shoot? We've said so many times, like last season and earlier this season, we're like, why don't we shoot? And now, all of a sudden, we've just started shooting, and we're just scoring absolute world. Like that goal today. I mean, I'll have the image in a bit. It's absolute top bins. Like, no keeper save. Like, I mean, there it is.
Look,
no
it's going
saving that.
It's going further into the top corner, as
it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. And he's just struck it. He's just gone, yeah, I'll have this. So, it's
weak foot as well, mate. Weak foot straight in the top corner. So why have we gone from not shooting right from outside the box and being frustrated, like trying to, when we've said this before, we see them do the warm up and they play it out wide and whip it across the box and someone gets on the end of it, because we never really do that successfully. To literally scoring thunderbusters for fun. 9 goals. Like, so has everybody suddenly gone to fuck it, just have a dig, or has he gone, look, Watkins is shit, so you're going to have to fucking, you've all got to step up and start taking shots?
I don't know. I mean, we've talked a bit before, about these teams playing the low block on us. It'd be really hard to break them down. Yeah. I think part of it is we've just got, maybe we have been working on it, and Emery's been like, right, well, we need to start like trying to take a shot from range because we can't get through sometimes, but I want to make sure that 90% of the time it's on target and it's not going like wildly off target. It's going to create something. And so I don't know, maybe they've just been working on it. I have no idea, but it's incredible to watch. If we can sort out the loans in Jan, we could get a striker we need. Yeah, I think it's quite interesting. And obviously there's been the rumors and stuff about Ollie basically dealing with an injury or something for the last 2 seasons, and that we're going to try and address something in January.
Yeah, I mean, we've said this for the last couple of shows, haven't we? The last couple of weeks. Like, basically, it's the missing chink in the armor. Really, is someone that's going to put the ball in it. But it was almost nice today to see Watkins and Marlon be given a chance to play together, albeit it was only just for a very brief period of time. But I think that's something we've got to try a little bit more. But I mean, I've got to say, like, when he took Marlon off and it was just Watkins on his own, the man just looked shot of confidence, man. Like, he had 2 or 3 occasions where he was 1v1 on a defender, and he just, not once did he try and go around him or knock the ball past him. He just played it safe, and a couple of times he trod on the ball again. And I don't know what's going on with him psychologically, mate, but I think he could play every game for 90 minutes and still not score. Like, and actually, I think we spoke a little bit about at the game, is that what Marlon brings is a bit more liveliness. Like, there was one run in the first half that Marlon made where the ball went out wide, I think, to Digne, and he went to run towards him and then just span in behind.
I saw that. I didn't even talk to you about it. And I saw it, and I was like, "That's a really," because he went to dart forward, didn't he? And then he backed and he went round the back, and the ball didn't get to it.
And they whipped the ball, and I think he got cut out or he just missed it.
Yeah.
And I think Rodgers did the same from the other side, and he was unlucky not to get to it. And that's the difference, right? You're trying to make things happen. Like, okay, he didn't get on those ones, but if we are going to put the ball into the danger area, which we don't do enough. Like, it was weird today that I think we said this at the game. Like, Matty Cash has been exceptional last few games. Swap Ollie for Strand Larson. Oh,
not sure about that.
I don't know about that. Like, I think Wolves are worse than us. They've both only scored 1 goal, haven't they? But I didn't see Cash overlap once today, and I know that, like, it was so bizarre. He went back to the old ways of getting in between the centre circle and the 18-yard line and just turning back and keeping the ball and playing it out to McGinn. And it was like he was told again not to burst forward. It
was the second half he was doing that. Yeah, the first half he was bursting forward on our right hand side, but we were getting caught out of it. So I don't know whether Emery said something about it, but yeah, it definitely because we were watching him, we were like, why is he doing all the things that we said he'd stopped doing?
Yeah,
and he's suddenly doing it again. It just doesn't make sense. So yeah, I don't know what happened there, but there was a lot of, like we were saying, about just passing it along that back four. And I know you guys were like, "Oh, get it in the box," whatever. But I was just looking at their 3 centre backs, going, they are absolute man mountains. And when you've got like Ollie, Marlon, I understand that anything can happen, but I just think every time that ball was going to go in, if it was anything above chest height, it was just going to be cleared. That's why it needed that moment of magic.
I know, but I disagree, mate. I think you've got to put these defenders under pressure. Yes, they're man mountains, but most Premier League defenders are man mountains. So you've got to, make them work. You don't know how good they're going to be dealing with stuff. Like that's what you're saying. We didn't do that against Liverpool because Van Dijk and Konate are massive. Like, they're struggling to deal with. If they're not dealing with shit in the air, you've got to at least mix it up a little bit. I was disappointed that we didn't do that enough, considering it's something we watch in the warm up and they literally fucking do for 15 minutes. Is it like what's the fucking point?
No, so they were doing the cut back along the floor. They weren't doing. I don't think they were doing quite as many crosses.
Well, whatever, mate. Just drill it in then. Whatever, do something.
Yeah. But which I think we were trying to do though. We were trying to do that, but we just weren't quite getting to those positions to do it where we were like running to the ball. We did towards the end. After that goal, things started to open up, and like you had McGinn who was getting in behind on the right, you had Rodgers who was getting in, we were starting to get a little bit of joy. Man of the match, totally true.
100%. He got man of the match. He was man of the match on Finalysis as well, mate. I think we all kind of chipped in and got it.
Finalysis, yeah. I need to sort it out.
It's like Gary says there, look, we didn't look tired, but something wasn't right today. Passing was terrible. And it was. I think it's just a European hangover. But it's an interesting stat, mate. We're the only team that have won all 5 games after we played in Europe this season.
Yeah,
which is weird because we've been shit. Like it wasn't. Like, it's weird.
We're fourth in the league. We're fourth in the league, but we've been shit. We were third in the league for 2 hours, but we've been shit. Like,
John Villa Martin is absolutely so. Like, I don't understand. You go from we couldn't score a goal in the first 5 games. Right, we're all talking about shit. The wheels are falling off. Everyone wants to lead.
We couldn't get shot, mate. Let alone score a goal. And now we're just banging in worldies.
Like just crazy, mate. Look, it's a massive month now, isn't it? But as I said in the preview that we did, that it was just about getting the job done today because this is a results-based industry, and if we can just get over the line, because it's something that we've really struggled to do. And I don't know if I said to you or Gaz who sits next to me that our biggest problem will be this season is that we haven't got the experience in the squad to just get to those magic moments. We've always fallen short. So today was massive. Like we could have gone, third, and we did. But and another day, I think someone said it here, we would have drew that game or lost it, been frustrated and gone, fucking hell, we threw it away again. Now the game's come thick and fast. Wednesday is now 4th versus 5th. And so win that, you go into that Arsenal game on Saturday feeling confident, but it's a lot of football to play, and I don't know if we've. But I don't know if we've got the energy. But fuck me, we've been shit and still winning. So because today I've got to say credit to Wolves. They nullified us, and we didn't get our tempo. We had no tempo to our play at all, and we were sloppy in possession. So it kind of
genuinely, maybe McGinn, but maybe it's just because I love John McGinn so much. I just love what he does. Like 300th appearance. That he is player number. He's 11th, 12th, and 13th player.
Yeah, he was sensational today, mate.
It's John McGinn and each of his ass cheeks. That is John McGinn. It's absolutely incredible.
All I want for Christmas is a plaster cast of John McGinn's ass. That's it, mate. It can go.
Why is that not in the holiday? Why is that not in the holiday collection at Villa Park?
I can't, mate. You should be doing it. I want it signed and I want it on my fucking mantelpiece, and I can gift it every time I leave the house for good luck, mate. Because that guy is made of fucking stone. He's unbelievable.
Yeah, but him and Emi Martinez, for me, they were the only two today where I was like,
yeah. Everyone else was meh, really. Nothing really got going. Rodgers was. It looked like he couldn't control the ball again today. He kept trying to play it first time when he had time to take a touch. It was really weird. Right.
Yeah, Rodgers was doing that. Tielemans
struggled.
Great. He was struggling. Emmy was getting knocked off the ball constantly.
Yeah. Mate,
Kamara was losing the ball in places as well. Marlon was doing what he could, like we said, but we weren't really getting it to him. Digne was getting absolutely rinsed down
that. Pants pulled down, didn't he? Had his pants literally pulled down.
God.
Mate, it looked like he was running with his pants around his ankles while they were just running past him. Like,
And Pau Torres, that I've never seen someone with so like on like the Championship Manager or FIFA pace, it'd be -10. Like I swear he slows down when he tries to run. It makes no sense at all. He's so slow. It was a really tough game. But actually, let's get back to some of these key points here. So this, mate. So we're just talking about Pau Torres.
Can I just say before we go into this, mate? If you are watching, guys, like make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Because we didn't do it at the start as per usual because we always fucking forget, right? And also we're doing some work with other Villa. We're doing a bit of a collaboration, and I just wanted to put out there the Holt Hub is now live on TikTok, and go and check that out. It's a group of us that have got together, like so you'll know some of the faces, like Justin Talks and there's Joe and there's Amy AVFC and there's Neil from Neil from Liverpool McGrath and Sam from Villa Park Podcast. And basically we're trying to do a centralised kind of hub of Villa content. Do little bits together, a little bit individual, bring that personality. That's live now, so go and check it out and like and follow.
Is it just on TikTok that's being done?
At the moment, and Instagram? I think we're going to be on Instagram, Instagram, TikTok, and I think that's it for now. We're not going anywhere near X because it's a cesspool of fucking vileness. But yeah, for all your Villa stuff, we're bringing it together because like collaboration works, right? I was on the Villa Park podcast on Friday, and I think we've had a few of people that watch that have subbed to our channel. So it's like there's a big enough piece of the pie for everyone. Let's just try and work together and grow the channel. And thank you for watching, listening, and subscribing. You may continue.
Thank you for listening to that diatribe. Right, okay. So here, Pau Torres. So I mean, like Gary said here, good block by Pau, which is about what we're about to go over here.
Yeah, it's outstanding.
Matty catch. That's that little slip. I was literally like, oh no, not another mistake.
As he got up, he went.
Yeah, he literally was like, oh my god. Comes across. It's a good ball in. I think with a little bit more pace, it maybe does get to it. But it's a stunning. It's a wonderfully timed block.
Yeah,
it's really, really well done. And so you got to give props to him for that. But then onto the absolutely. Oh, mate,
look at that.
Just a thing of beauty, this
You know what that reminds me of, mate? Like, do you remember Spot the Ball back in the day? Do you ever...
Yeah. So where's it going?
Is it
out? Well, I'm hoping to do a Christmas quiz in a couple of weeks. We're going to try and get a bunch of other Villa podcasters and stuff on. And one of the rounds I was going to have is like either like what happened next, or like where's the ball? And there's like a grid.
Spot the ball.
So you have to choose where the ball would have been. So that was like one of the rounds. So yeah, I might do that. But mate, it's such a good hit.
Mate, it's still rising into the top corner right now.
We've surely got like the top 5 goals of the season contenders already. Like absolutely ridiculous.
So it's going to be outstanding. We're going to win it. We're going to win goal of the season. Fucking brilliant.
You're going to say we're going to win the league?
Oh, no, well, I don't want to upset you, mate, because that's not possible, apparently, according to you fucking miserable arsehole. Right?
Right. Can you just clarify it? Like, I never said it wasn't possible. All I was saying was, I don't like talking about something that's so far off and so far. Like, I can sit here and go, next season, like, we're going to
all I said to
we're going to win the league. Next season, we're going to win the Champions League. Like, I could just do what I want. No, England are going to win the World Cup. It's all just good, it's just going to be ridiculous.
Mate, all I said to you was, if we get through December, right, with the fixtures that we've got, playing Chelsea, Arsenal twice, Man United, right, and get points off them, not win them, but take points off them, right, and we are similar to where we are. I mean, again, someone famously once said, would you bet against us? How wicked would it be for Emery to, out of the blue, no one talking about us, just to nick the title off Arsenal? Do you know what I mean? Like, a big fat fuck you. Because I've been saying all along, you give this manager time and he will bring silverware. I truly believe, because he still, for me, hasn't had a proper transfer window with us, where he's got money to spend and bring in the players that he wants to bring in. Right? He's been feeding on crumbs, and look what he's done. Look at the players he's brought in and managed to get the best, like Morgan Rogers, for instance. Like, this guy was nobody 2 seasons ago, and now he's like, what, with 82 million quid price tag on his head? Like, what the fuck?
And even like we say, even like John McGinn was fantastic before, but He's took him onto another level. Kamara took him onto another level. Tielemans, another level. Like, it's just, he's fantastic. I just
True bits of business.
watching him.
Watch this space, mate. I reckon that if we qualify for the Champions League this year, I think he's gunning for the league. I think he wants it, mate. I do.
Of course he does.
This guy has won it in numerous countries. He wants it, mate, and I'm for it. Let's just build the statue now. Keep him here forever, right? And let's just become a dominant in European football.
Just as long as he doesn't stand. Just as long as he doesn't stand there with some kind of card looking at me like this.
Mate, it's fair to say he's not an actor, right?
Mate, it's terror. It's scary. No, there's no way you should be letting that man near kids going like this. It's literally like, bad. Oh my god, terrifying. Like,
good evening. No, it's fine, mate.
Couple of comments here. So Gary says, "Do we take a draw in the next two?" I'd take 4 points. I think we should be beating Brighton away.
I mean, look,
I say should. I fancy us.
We were very good against them last season away, but we had Asensio and Rashford, and so I just worry about our chances created. But if we can score thunder bastards from 20 yards, then we got a great chance, haven't we? No, I think we've got a good chance against Brighton because they're not going to sit back like all the other teams. So I think it gives us a chance to kind of, get that ball fed through the lines a little bit quicker. But whatever we do, we've got to bring the tempo. Like, I was really shocked today because Thursday we did that. Like, when young boys set up a low block and we moved the ball really quickly and we were trying to play. And Tielemans had a good game, but today was just whether it was Wolves doing good stuff and nullifying us from doing that. But we were sloppy in possession. So you go to Brighton. Yes, it's a winnable fixture by any stretch, but it's not easy. No. They're a good side and they're organised and they're fifth in the league.
It's weird. It's weird because almost I feel like we've had Arsenal's number as well the past few years. I just feel like,
we have.
I don't know why I feel so confident. I think if I'm honest, any game at Villa Park, I just feel confident. I just feel like
one loss in 33 games at Villa Park.
Yeah, well, it's 2 losses since the start of last season.
Yeah, roughly the time.
And that was against Arsenal, which arguably we should have won.
Thanks for that fucking PTSD moment of Ollie Watkins missing fucking 2 of the best chances you'll ever see in football.
About Ollie Watkins, I was waiting for Kevin to pop into the chat. Here he is. So
here's Kevin. Hello, mate.
Gotta say, once Ollie came on, we looked far better. Pressing, harassing, it freed up Marlon. Either player on their own would struggle, but 2 together is a serious option. Now, let's just talk about this because I said something not quite as positive as that, but I did say something. I did say something to a kind of similar vein after the game when I was speaking to you, and I said I actually thought that when Ollie came on, yes, okay, he didn't score. Yes, he didn't get an assist, but I do feel like his pressing energy was better, and it did cause them to kind of not panic, but I felt like it triggered our press. Whereas when he wasn't on the pitch, there was definitely an element where, like, Marlon was quite isolated at times. But like we said, it's because we couldn't get the ball through the midfield.
I agree. Ollie ran around when he came on. But, mate, we said at the start of the show, his confidence is in the floor. Like, he had 3 chances to go 1v1 and bottle everyone. It's not. Yeah. I'd rather him try and beat the defender and fail and get tackled than just try and keep the ball and not really do anything. It's like, and I don't disagree with Kevin. I would like to see them play together. I just said, didn't I, that it's a shame it was only for such a period of time because against Leeds last week as well, when the pair of them won and Ollie went out to the left, we looked quite a threat. So I just don't think Emery wants to do that going forward. So we'll have to wait and see. I mean, it's an option to do, and I'm glad he did it today, because we weren't having much joy. And, it just wasn't a very good performance, was it? But I have to say, because we spoke about this on the way back to the car, didn't we? So I want to talk about it now.
Just
even if it's good out, it'll come. You got
yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, we're all like, it's
we need to, mate.
Like, well, we're at the game and we're cheering Ollie on. Like, we're like, Come on, Ollie. Get in it. Yeah, great. Go on, Ollie. Keep going on. Yeah, he comes on, the whole stadium's chanting. Everyone wants him to do it, and everyone knows he needs that confidence, and he needs that goal, and he just needs that relief. It's just not coming. It's kind of like, how long can you just keep? How long can you just keep going?
And as each game goes by, and the only thing you can say, well, he pressed well. Like you go,
yeah.
Like, but it's 35 games, mate. Like 5 goals in 35 games. Like it's becoming beyond the joke now. So, like we definitely need reinforcements.
One goal and no assists so far this season.
Yeah, it's hard to defend, isn't it? But he's got credit in the bank, and we want him to do well and all that jazz. Like I just feel as well though, like because I'll give him his dues here. He did get the crowd rolled. Like there was one moment where he did do it. Like he literally he sprinted across, tracked like in a triangle to try and think. I don't think he won the ball back, but I think we got the ball back at turnover because of his press, which was brilliant, and he got the crowd galvanised. So I have to say that there was moments like that the crowd was flat today. Like I felt in large portions, and I get it, right? Because it's a cat and mouse kind of situation, right? Isn't it that you kind of, with the players have to do something for the crowd to get behind them, but there was moments then that second half, just after we scored the goal, and we were pressing them and we were putting the pressure on. That atmosphere at Villa Park is fucking exceptional. But we need to do that regardless. So we need to. You're right. We need stuff from the players, but we've got to give it as well from the start. Like, you know, I'm sick and tired of hearing fans go, football in a library. Right?
Because you can hear it. We shouldn't be able to hear it.
Shouldn't be able to hear it.
We are literally the furthest point away from the away
fans. Yeah.
And we can hear them. You shouldn't be able to. We're right next to the hot end. Like, we should be, that's all we should hear. I mean, you just don't, like, you hear the top of the whole, like, you know, doing the usual kind of like chants.
Well, my point was, mate, that it clearly makes a difference because when the crowd got going, like the players got going, like it was, you know, it's something we've really got to think about at Villa Park, and it's difficult when you've got, you know, basically the prawn sandwich brigade taking it over, but like it's. I've noticed it in the last few games that the whole goes considerably quieter than it's ever been. Usually, you always get that pocket of fans singing, but today it was flat in times, and you go, "Yeah, I know we're not playing well, but fucking hell, come on!" Like it's just get behind them. So we must do better as fans. So I think we've got to go there and bring the noise and bring the atmosphere because Villa Park is a fortress. Fuck me, like one defeat in the league in 33 games is fucking impressive, man. Like it's a mind-boggling stat. And like you said there, with Arsenal coming up in the next week or so, like I don't fear anybody at Villa Park. I felt today we'd still win, even though we weren't playing well. I thought it's going to take a moment of magic, and we got it again. Like you know, how sustainable is that? Only time will tell. But fuck me, teams are weary of us now. They have to be, surely, because we're quite a low block, but we've got people willing to score thunder bastards, so fucking bring it on.
It was absolute limbs when that ball went in. Like it's just everyone went absolutely ballistic. Yeah, I mean, we've been saying about Rodgers for a while, Kevin. If I'm honest,
he couldn't control his fucking.
We've been saying this
since today, could he?
We've been saying this since December last year, like last season. Like we said he could have one arm and one eye and like just one foot, and he'd still be kind of like limping around the pitch like this, like some kind of like Walking Dead. I don't know.
Well, the thing is, right? I mean, there's been a vast improvement over the last few weeks to where he was at the start of the season.
And when he's good, he's brilliant. And that's the problem, is you just don't know what you're going to get. But I feel like he should be able to come off.
Yeah, I agree. Well, look, but obviously Emery is either. I don't know. Judging that Christmas video, maybe he's doing dodgy things with Morgan. You are not coming off today. You're freaking me out. Stop me. That's sweet. Oh, dude, what are you doing?
Oh God.
But like Gary says there, like Rodgers is a moments man. He has got that in his locker to turn a game like that, hasn't he? And it didn't really kind of, happen.
To go, Patrick.
Yes, Patrick, my man.
Against us, because we won the league.
We're going to win the league. No, look. No one's talking about us. Long may it continue while we just creep up there.
Can I just say, how's no one talking about us? We're fourth in the league. equal on points with Chelsea.
Yeah.
No one's saying anything about us. And no one's also saying anything about the fact that Watkins hasn't been scoring. I feel like I was, what was it?
Yeah.
I get really riled up listening to like Talk Sport and stuff. I think it was Tony Cascarino was talking on there.
And he was like, as well, Rick.
Yeah, right. He was. I'm sure he was on. Yeah, he was this morning, and he was talking about it. And they were talking about Villa, and he was like, "Yeah, you know, they're good. And Unai Emery is a fantastic manager." And then all they do is basically just list the players. He's just kind of sitting there going, "Yeah, you know, Emery Buendia going out with Love Island Beauties. Is Roger's getting ahead of himself, but he's young." Oh God. Yeah. But no, all they did was list. They were going, "Oh, Emery Buendia, you know, yeah, great, Rogers." All they literally do is just list the players. They don't actually say anything about them. They don't know anything about the team because no one's fucking watching us.
No,
it's bizarre. It's just like
Mate,
you said, we'd probably be challenging for the title, and we still won't get talked about.
There's a famous movie quote, right, from the classic film Major League by Tom, and it's said by Tom Berenger, and they're the underdogs, and basically they said, well, what's left to do? So there's only one thing left to do, and that's win the whole fucking thing, right? Yeah. No, I'm here for it, mate. I am. It's like I think Emery is arguably one of the best managers in the league. You know, currently, if not the best. If you look how Man City and Liverpool and are struggling.
But we're not Sunderland, Bournemouth, and Spurs.
But are we expected to drop off? We've got to fourth without playing well, and actually there's a team there that can play well. But we've played well in 2 games this season. I thought we've probably the Bournemouth game thought we were exceptional. Man City game I thought we were exceptional. Right, and that's it really. We've just, you know, we were shit in the first 5 games, and then we've just managed to somehow just drag out results, which is a sign of a good side, mate. Like if we're winning when we're playing shit, imagine if we can win when we're actually playing well. Like and as people have alluded to, we've got players in that team now that are all moments men, that can all have a moment in a game that can turn it, you know. And so, arguably, we're like a silent assassin at the moment, just coming along. Right, okay, you can come at us, but boom, take that up in the top corner. See what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, Kevin said we're like a ghost team. Absolutely nobody talks about us, which is weird, right? Because like previously when we were on these, you know, we're in top 4 and we're challenging and stuff, that people were talking about us. They're talking about us a lot. And actually, last season there was more pressure on us. And like,
is that because we're in the Champions League? Do you think? And now it's like.
Maybe that's the only thing I think. And even the season before, there was pressure on us because, you know, Spurs were chasing us, weren't they, or whatever?
Yeah.
And we're kind of falling away a bit. Whereas maybe just like we said, there's this massive period now over December where we're playing Chelsea, Man U, Arsenal twice. We've got all the and if we get points from those, like you said, we're really going to solidify ourselves in that top 4, and we won't be far off it. And maybe that's when they start to wear us. But to be honest, I couldn't give 2 shits. But I just find it bizarre. I just find it really odd. Like, I don't think I've ever found it quite this slanted. And maybe it's just because we're doing this podcast and we're more involved in it, and so we're listening to a lot more stuff.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
Well, I'm looking forward to Sky News tomorrow, mate, where it basically says the title race is on for the top 3. Right, it's always the top 4, right? But we'll just be cut off that. It'll be
top 3. Did you see the thing when Liverpool were 11th, and someone was like, "Can't wait for Sky Sports to have a top 11 table." And it was a top 11 with Liverpool. It's just like, oh God!
It's so close in the top half of the table, mate. They're 11th. Oh, you gotta love the bias, mate. Look, it is what it is. That's just, we're not breaking that until we do something major like win the league. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just, it is what it is. We've got to just deal with it. But I think that's where we perform best when no one's talking about us. We can just go along our business. Emery's methodical. I think he knows what he wants. I think there will be reinforcements coming in January, and let's see where it takes us. But that was a massive result today because, like I say, I think in games gone by or years gone by, we'd have either lost it or or at best drawn it. And Wolves were unlucky today. I thought. I do think we have to give them credit, mate. They definitely made it difficult for us. And so, but like I say, when you come up against the likes of Brighton and Arsenal, you fancy us because we will be allowed to. We will be allowed to play. It's whether or not we can actually convert our chances, because we are rock bottom for big chances created, for XG. Like it's not great reading, but they're just shit stats. They are, if I'm honest.
It's totally right. This is like, in F1 when they talk about the middle and they don't bother with like the top. That's what happened. Like, let's have a look at what's happening in. So let's have a look in like the chasing for the Champions League. No one will care about who's top of the table.
Yeah, Kevin's absolutely right. We'll just cut us straight off. Oh, and second are Arsenal. They're in the Champions League spots, and yeah, that'll be hilarious.
I'll tell you what, right? I didn't actually realise where Brighton were. I didn't actually realise they were quite high. I thought they were I thought they had had a few bad results. I thought they were struggling.
Well, they had, but they similar to us, mate. They had a couple of bad results, and then they've strung it together again. And I don't know. They've been here and thereabouts for the last 3 or 4 seasons, haven't they? So I think you underestimate them at your peril.
Well, people obviously, Palace, very good side, but they've been having some iffy moments recently. Didn't realise Bournemouth had hit such a bad run of form as well, because they were flying.
Well, mate, they chucked away a 2-0 lead yesterday.
Yes,
and
mate, Sunderland do not know when they are beat. That team are ridiculous. I'm like, because we played them away. Yeah.
2-1.
I'm glad that's done. Like, freaking out. I don't want to go there. Like, if we were playing Sunderland on Wednesday in deep, darkest nights of December and it's horrible weather, like northeast, absolutely not. Like, I wouldn't fancy us at all in that kind of game.
They've come to stay up at night, and they're doing a great job. So long that, because I think it's good for the Premier League. I think it's good for the Championship that teams can still come up and survive.
If Ollie Watkins scores, we're never going to win a game.
Yeah. Maybe we just have him running around so other people can score screamers. Maybe that's the trick. Do you know what I mean? He runs around, creates the space, and we'll just smash him in from 20 yards every game. It's like 9 goals from outside the box. It's just so weird saying that, considering we've probably argued for a season, mate. Why don't we ever fucking shoot from outside the box? Is it desperate times? Is it because, is it going back to my original statement? Look, I can imagine the team training session. Ollie, just close your ears for a sec. Look, he's shit and he's never going to score. So you guys have got to fucking step up and put the ball in the back of the net. And they're all going, all right, I'll give it a go. I'll have a shot. Who's willing to take it? It's like trying to choose 5 penalty takers. Anana, are you happy to shoot outside the box? Yeah, I'll have a go. Wendy, are you happy to have a go? Yeah, Rogers, come on, fucking have a go. He's short, boss. You've told me not to do it for 2 seasons. Look, we've got no choice.
This is a bit sad because I don't want him to fizzle out. I don't want him to be like a Gabby. Like with Gabby, he was just kind of like, he's a top goal scorer, but that's because he's been here for about 5 million decades. Like, the guy's played
5 million decades, fucking
hell. The guy's played a ridiculous amount of games. Of course, he's a top scorer.
No, look, we all want Ollie to end on a high and go down. As maybe arguably a Villa legend because he's done so many good things for us.
Imagine the limbs on that. Ollie got that goal and it was against Arsenal. You just be like,
he owes us, mate, for that one last season. We want him to do well. Like, of course we do. We need him to do well. Like, and I don't want him to become a joke, but he's got to take some accountability and responsibility for his own performances because this is a World Cup year as well, right? So if the injury is non-existent and just made up bullshit, then we need to see more, Ollie. Like, it needs to. You've got to make your own. Look, and like I say, just going back to the movement of Marlon in that first half compared to the movement of Watkins, it is night and day again, mate. And like, Marlon will score more goals because he's making those runs and that's a basic run for any forward.
A couple of times I saw Ollie go to make that run that he makes, where he bends it along the line, and then he goes to run in behind and he's waiting for that ball. But I don't think he's got the confidence that ball's been played anymore because he did it a couple of times and he stopped. I was like, no, make that run. Like, make that run. That also then gives Marlon the space to actually like come a bit deeper and go out wide. And then we've actually got more space there. So that was the only thing with them, is that I felt like they were both kind of running into the same space. Sometimes I don't think they've quite worked that out yet.
I just think,
maybe
mate,
that's why Emery doesn't like playing that system yet.
We end up coming back to that. You know, no RVL in the squad against today. I can't imagine that we're not going to reinforce in January in some way. Like, I think it's going to happen, and so people need to be prepared. And Watkins needs to be prepared for he may have to work for his place, and that's nothing wrong with that. Like,
but then what happens with Marlon? Is he just out in the doldrums again?
No, he shouldn't be out in the cold. Like, you've got to utilise Marlon, like, because he's a real threat. He is. So I don't know. You know, if you play him as number 9 and get someone, it's a case of swapping out Buendia and playing Ollie out left, and whoever comes in to play left. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's something that each of the attacking players needs to do. Like, well, I say each of them. It's two of them, Marlon and Watkins. It's about adapting their games, because, you know, most people, if you haven't, would have probably read that article in The Athletic about Marlon. And it's just about, okay, he's not anything, you know, it's difficult where to put him, but we know the system that Villa play. Yeah. It's the same system, and that so he has to adapt. So if he has to play as a number 9, he has to become a number 9. Do you know what I mean? And if he has to play out wide, he has to become a winger. Like, it's like John McGinn did it today. He's fucking exceptional today, mate. Like, it's just his work rate. He's trying to make things happen. You have to adapt your game. Like, because managers don't change systems. And Emery certainly doesn't. He's a stubborn motherfucker. He's proven that against Liverpool. That pisses me off that we didn't beat them, because they're shit, right? And, you know, it would be nice if we could just get the players on the same wavelength. Because what I feel like we lack, like today, when Watkins and Marlon are together, what should be happening is, like, they should be going, this is a fucking chance for us to prove that we can work as a partnership and working off each other. At the moment, it feels like two individuals that are working together. You know, it proved to me last week against Leeds when Watkins could have played Marlon in, you know, and he didn't. And you go, if that's a mate and you're playing for the team, that ball, it's on early doors to play in, and, you know, he didn't do it, and you just go, is that a bit of a fuck you? If I ain't scoring, you ain't scoring. Like, you know, I don't know. Potentially,
but I suppose we won't. Only time will tell. Right, I think that'll probably do us, Gaz. I think. Any final thoughts? I mean, we will be back. I think we're going to do one tomorrow morning as well.
Yeah.
Sleep on it a bit, do a little bit of a roundup, talk about some things, and then obviously we've got the preview as well. Will we do the preview tomorrow? Actually, for Wednesday.
Well, we could do. I mean, it'd be nice to get a Brighton fan on and do, but I could do that maybe separately. Let's do the Brighton preview tomorrow as well, because it's a big weekend. Like, you've got that on Wednesday.
Let's see if we can get someone on last minute, maybe. Yeah. But if not, then maybe we could do it the Brighton preview Tuesday. I don't know. I'm a bit stacked. Maybe,
but I'm coming to you on Tuesday.
Yeah, I was just thinking whether that would work. I don't know. We'll have to think about it. But otherwise, we might do it tomorrow morning, or we'll do it Tuesday. And then obviously we've got Wednesday, we've got the game. We could potentially jump on it after. It all depends on whether my 18-month-old son decides to sleep or not. If he's not, probably be difficult for me to do. But otherwise,
I'm gutted because I've got to take over football training on Wednesday. So I'm going to try and watch the game on my phone while she's training for at least the first half anyway, because she's trained from 6:30 till 8:30. And then I'll ultimately miss the second half because I'll be driving home.
I'll let you know what's going on.
But if you want to jump on when I get back, I usually get back just before 10 o'clock.
Okay, so we either do that then, or we'll do it Thursday. Yeah. And then we've obviously got the preview for Arsenal as well.
Thank you, Gary, for the
mate.
He's put great show.
It's so busy at the minute. I'm not going to lie. I feel like I'm literally doing football content every single day. It's great, but tiring at the same. I remember this last year. And there was the Champions League, and it was just like.
But remember the lull when it came into the close season, mate, and we couldn't fucking fart for no money, and nothing was happening. So
literally trying to work out anything to talk about. And there was nothing happening in the transfer window for us either. It was just like,
you've got no money. It's PSR issues again. Oh, fucking hell. It's like, this is just pointless.
Great. Awesome.
But no, if you've got to this point and you're 44 minutes in, please like and subscribe. And that would be amazing. Go and check out us over on TikTok and the new Holt Hub as well with all the other Villa content creators. I can't. It's literally just gone live, and I don't remember everyone. So apologies if I've missed you off.
We'll pop a link in the description.
Pop a link in the description. Go and check that out. That's a fantastic opportunity to work with other Villa content creators and form a Villa alliance, I guess, for all your Villa chat. So yeah, go and check that out. Dingle bells, dingle. Dingle all the way.
I do enjoy the Wanky Wanderers chant. It's very funny.
Oh yeah. Oh, wanky, 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 wanky Wanderers.
Wanky chant. Anyway,
yeah, but it didn't. It was Derby Day, but it never feels like a derby for me. I don't class it as a derby, mate. I know they're local to us, but like it's. I guess this is why they hate us so much, because I just don't really think about them. They're just over there doing nothing, and they're at the end of the day, they've got 2 points from 13 games, mate. They're going down. Wolves are shit, and you're going down.
You're going down. You're coming up. You're going down, mate. That was the greatest thing ever to sing that to Blues fans. It's just quick one on that. I hate Blues and I love watching their demise. Would you like them in the Premier League again?
Fucking hell, that's a left ball. Yeah, of course, mate. For Derby Day, it's easy 6 points. Well, they haven't beaten us in like 20 odd games.
The one thing I was going to say is the only thing I think about it is that I feel like those Blues games, we have everything to lose and very little to win. Because we are completely expect. It's the same with Wolves. We're completely expected to win the game. If we don't win the game, it's shit. If we win the game, it's just like, oh yeah. Another win against the Blues. Woo-hoo.
It's like when you're in prison, the Blues come in and you just you cut your little countdown to days and you just cross them up on the wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fucking hell, that's 30 victories in a row. Come on, Birmingham City, fucking pull your finger out.
Right, it's a bit boring now, isn't it?
Should we play the kids? Anyway. Should we play the under-9s? Let's play the under-9s because I think they'll still beat them. It's fucking I just funny stuff, mate. No, I'd love it. Look, I love a bit of Blues banter. I always said this. I hate the fucking aggro of it that it causes, no doubt, because of the 20 people that get involved in that stuff. But as a game and the atmosphere at Villa Park, I miss those. I do. They're great games. And I personally would love to see all the Midlands teams in the Premier League. I think it's good for us as an area. I think it's good for the Premier League. But obviously, we're a long way off that because the rest of them are all shit. 1-0.
Anyway,
a big day out. 1-0. Anyway,
on that note, sing us out, guys.
Yes, guys, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you like and subscribe. And as always, every week we follow the boys in Claret and Blue. Peace. Till next time, people.